so you have to take us prisoner. Then, just as you're going to wipe us out with your laser beams, we turn round and tell you how to bung up the hole in the ozone layer." "OK," Darbishire agreed. "So by the end of the game, we all finish up being Mr. Nice Guys." That settled, Jennings divided the players into planet dwellers and Earthmen. "We split up alphabetically," he announced. "All blokes whose names start with A to M are Planet X's. If you're an N to Z, you're an Earthman." For the next 20 minutes the corridors echoed to the clatter of juvenile footwear and the squawking of juvenile vocal cords as defenders and attackers chased one another round the building. The rules of the game were simple, and the basic aim was clear. The ground floor was Earth, the upper stories outer space. On their home ground, the attackers were free from arrest, but once they set foot on Earth, they were at the mercy of any defender nimble enough to catch them or wily enough to lure them into some crafty ambush. For, as well as avoiding arrest, the spacemen's task was to seize and make off with the geographical globe, normally kept in Form 3 classroom. The globe, slightly larger than a football, was marked with lines of latitude and longitude and showed the physical features of the world in various colours. Whichever side held this trophy in its possession held the world in its power. It was perhaps a somewhat fanciful idea, but good enough to fire the imagination of both defenders and attackers. Darbishire crouched behind a laundry basket on the first-floor landing, peering down through the banisters at the open door of Form 3 classroom on the floor below. In his imagination, he was circling the Earth in his spaceship looking for a suitable place to land. He had just arrived from Planet X in the outer reaches of the galaxy. Here on the landing he was safe. The Earthmen couldn't reach him high up beyond the ozone layer. And what should his mission be when he landed on Earth? Let's think now. He would be a creature of fantastic intelligence, he told himself, who had come to teach the top scientists of the world, who would listen open-mouthed and goggle-eyed with wonder as he explained in simple language the mysteries of the universe. "Don't blame yourselves if you find it hard to understand," he would tell the astronomers and the professors of astrophysics in his opening lecture. "We on Planet X have developed our brain power to a far greater degree than you human beings are capable of. In fact, we can even—" The lecture was cut short by Jennings racing along the landing and skidding to a halt beside the laundry basket. "Hey, Darby, we can capture the trophy if we go right away," he said. "Venables has just gone rushing off after Bromwich and Martin Jones, and there's only Rumbelow left on guard. If we can get rid of him, we'll be laughing." Jennings's plan seemed feasible. The globe was clearly visible through the open classroom door. It would be the work of only a few moments to slide down the banisters, dart into the classroom, grab the trophy and rush back upstairs to the safety of the first-floor landing. "But how can we go downstairs with Rumbelow on the lookout?" Darbishire demurred. "He's only got to slap you on the shoulder and you're his prisoner." "We'll create a diversion," Jennings explained. "I'll go first and make a noise so he sees me. I'll be a sort of decoy duck to lead him astray. Then I'll belt off to the changing room and he'll come rushing after me. That's when you slip into the classroom like greased lightning and grab the globe." Darbishire didn't think much of his part in the plan. He disliked all forms of violent activity, and was much happier in his role of the superintelligent being revealing the secrets of the universe to the astronomers and physicists with their sadly limited human brain power. "It's all very well to say slip in and grab it, but it's on that shelf by the window, and I can't reach it without a chair or something to stand on. Supposing Venables comes back while I'm still trying to get it down. Supposing—" "Oh, for goodness sake," stormed Jennings. "You're about as much use as an oil-fired gumboot. You'll just have to be quick, that's all." "Can't we do it the other way round? I'll be the decoy duck, or whatever you call it, and you can pinch the globe. Anyway, you're taller than me, so you ought to be able to reach it without standing on a chair." This might well be the better plan, Jennings reasoned. Darbishire was his best friend and a loyal follower, but Jennings had to admit that he was pretty useless as a man of action. Of all the many exploits in and out of school in which the pair had been involved, it was always Jennings who took the initiative, and Darbishire who followed behind, doing his best to restrain his leader from the disastrous results of his actions. "OK, then, you be the decoy duck, and I'll follow as soon as you and Rumbelow are out of sight." Even if Darbishire was captured, he wouldn't be much loss to his side, Jennings thought. With great caution, Darbishire tiptoed down the stairs to the hall. Rumbelow, though close at hand, was looking the other way and didn't see him. Ahem, said the decoy duck and flapped his arms.